Hello friends, it's Sherry from Turquoise Dreaming. How you doing tonight? Welcome to my channel and thank you for joining me. I am here working on book pages. I didn't really plan on it, but I kind of just have like some book pages that I pulled out, like recently went through all my book pages, believe it or not. And I made a few listings for my shop because I wanted to destash some of those. So I have a listing for coffee dyed book pages, naturally aged book pages, and assorted colors, like I think it's green, blue, and pink dyed book pages. So after going through them all, I pulled out some that I wanted to do things with. So in order to, keep things organized and, get things ready for journals, I was going through some of these, so I thought I'd share what I was doing. So first I had pulled out some pictures. These say David Copperfield on the top. I think they're from a Reader's Digest. Trying to feel. So I cut out the pictures. These three are from David Copperfield. And then these three are from other stories here. And I was cutting them out. I thought, wouldn't it, usually I kind of put pictures with a background of file folder, manila file folder. And I thought, wouldn't it be cool to try some on black cardstock? And especially because these are black and white, I thought they would look really nice on black cardstock. And I think they do. Here they are right here. I think they look really cool, actually. And these can be, poked in a pocket. They can be, you can't really write on the back unless you use a gel pen or something that will show up on black. But they can also be used as, corner tucks and pockets and things. So anyway, I've got these ready to go now. And then these were a different color. If you can see the color, kind of almost like a brown or a sepia color. So I got out another piece of cardstock that I had. This is it's kind of a grayish or almost like cardboard colored, but it actually is a cardstock, not cardboard. So I bought a pack of like craft colored cardstock, but there were different shades of craft, like from light brown to a medium to this color, right here. So really neat little pack, but I don't use it very much. So I kind of was like, I really need to use some of that. So why not try it? And it looks really pretty on here, I think, on these three. So then I was going through other pages, and I've cut some that, like, here's some pages that I'm thinking I can use as pages, just by themselves to put in a journal. Just really pretty little. This one has pretty pictures. And as I'm going through, I'm trying to like scan and make sure there's no bad words. You know what I mean? You kind of can tell by the story too. So, and I'm not saying I'm gonna like not miss a word. Like there's a definite possibility I could miss a bad word or something. So like if I would say if I ever put one of these in a journal and somebody gets my journal and says, oh, there's a bad word Sherry left in, what you can do is just cover it up with something. Sticker, a little flower, cut out something, label, whatever. I would, if it was in my journal, if there was anything I didn't like, I would just figure it out, figure out a way to cover it up or decorate or, put a collage there or whatever, side tuck, whatever covers it up and looks pretty, right? So anyway, there's, I'm just still scanning for words. But these are all the little pretty whole pages. I mean, these are really pretty, and they're not like small pictures like those that I can cut out. But I think they're pictures that I can use as a whole. Here's some from, what is it? Let's see, the name of it's on here. It is a series of unfortunate events books. Those books, I have some pages from that. And that's a children's book, so I don't believe there's any bad words in there. And then here's just some more. All these have pictures on them, pretty much. I mean, they all do. I don't have any with just words. So, like this one, well, I discovered that, see, I like this flower here. So I just left it because of that. I was like, oh, it has a flower on it. I'm going to use that. And then I had one with a flower, and I turned it over, and it had a bad word on it, like a word I didn't really feel like I wanted in my journal. So I cut out the little flower there because I love that little flower, and I wanted to, here it is right here. I just cut out the little flower and I'll use that in some way. So yeah, those are all the pages that I have okayed as whole pages. And I've cut them off. If they had a rough edge, I cut them off. And here's some really beautiful little, you know, smaller ones from, I think it was from like a friendship, a Hallmark book or something. And so all of those are ready to go in a journal. All of those. This one, I might need to cut out that flower. Let me see if there's any bad words here. It's like, I don't see any. I really don't see any on this one, so I think this one's okay. So I think I'm going to leave that one alone. But then I was looking at these, and I was like, besides a bad word once in a while, what if you think the page is too, like say this one right here, what if you love the picture, but you think it's too weak to use as a standalone page? So I decided to figure out a way to use those. Like, do I want to glue it on something? Do I want to glue it on cardstock? Do I want to glue it on just some coffee dye paper? So I had another page from a journal that I took apart here. It was a vintage journal, but it was a journal from like the 80s that no one ever used, and I had picked it up at a thrift store. And so I was getting those pages ready too, and I thought let me try and see how this would glue onto. It's a little bit slick, even though it's vintage. You know, it's not matte like a Reader's Digest page. So I glued it on here, and I think it's dried now with art glitter glue. So I think it's fine. It had a couple of, you know, even though I put on a real thin, you know, little, I just went over the back like that with the art glitter glue, and, you know, especially around the edges. And everything's flat except for just a couple little lumps here, even though I smoothed it out with my credit card or my gift card there. But I think it's fine. I mean, it's not like I'm not going to use it because of that. I think it's fine. So that's what that one looks like. And then this is, I pulled out all of these pages right here after this one because I love this one so much. These are all, they're like, you know, end papers from Reader's Digest. I always keep those. If I don't use them right away, I keep them. I love them. I mean, look how pretty that one is. I love this. Is my favorite. Of course, that's another favorite. It's turquoise. So, but I decided to try this one. This was a page, and I cut out just the picture part of it because I wasn't sure about the words. I wasn't sure about the strength of the page. And this is the same color on both sides. So look how pretty that turned out. Cut it out. I glued this one down since that one had a couple little lumps like I showed you. I glued this one down with my craft bond. So I think that turned out really pretty. And the thing about it is I wanted it on something a little more flexible, like a page rather than cardstock, because these are a little stiffer. You know, I just kind of wanted more papery. I wanted to keep it papery instead of cardstocky. So that's how that one turned out. So I was going through these and thought I'd just maybe share with you guys. So like here's another one. Isn't that beautiful? Children playing on the lawn and blowing bubbles. There's words on the back. It's old brown page. It probably would be all right, but I don't know. So this is another one that I could cut out here and put onto one of these end papers. And some of these end papers are double-sided like this one. And then some of them are like this, pretty on this side. And then there you go. So I could put it on that side or this side. So, because either side can be written on, you know, the opposite side. But I think I'd rather decorate up this side because it's so, I mean, it's fine as a aged piece of book page, but wouldn't it be prettier if it has a pretty picture on it? So just ideas of things you can do to use some of your book pages that maybe you've saved like this, and you know you haven't done anything with them like me, and you want to start you know, using some of them. So let's glue, we're going to glue this down here. This is what it's going to look like, something like that. Or I don't have to use this one. I just picked that one up. Let's try it on another one. See, this one has that and then that. It really would look pretty on a color, wouldn't it? All these are colored. All these have the white or the brown on the back. I could almost, I didn't bring over any more scrapbook or cardstock, but I could almost layer it like this. So it would look a little bit prettier than just this. Because I really would like to put it on this side, since this side is pretty. I would like to put it on this side. So let me show you one thing before I go grab some cardstock, but let me show you one thing. These were on the top of I had a book, actually, that I saved these pages from. They were pages, and I wasn't sure. Each page had a little coffee cup on the top. Isn't it cute? And I like this part, this blue part. So right now, I did fussy cut out one coffee cup. It's right here. So later on, I'm going to save these maybe to decorate tops of, pages, or they could be pockets too. So let me show you this real quick. So I could decorate the top of a page. Not this one. I'm just showing you this. Let me show you on a colored page. Well, it doesn't go with that color. But anyway, you get the idea. I can decorate the top of a page or make a pocket. And so these all have, here's a fussy cut one. So cute, right? Adorable little coffee cup. So I can fussy cut these, or I could use this whole strip to decorate. I have all of these right here. These are all the pages from that book that I didn't use. And so they're all different. See, this one happens to be the same as those two, but they're all different little coffee cups. So cool, right? I love them. So a coffee journal one day maybe could be, these could be used in. But yeah, I thought those were really neat. So I saved all of those. I didn't know about the words, like it was getting into some subject matter that might not be, everyone might not want to read or have in their journal. So I decided to cut the words off and just save these coffee cups. So that's that little stack of book pages taken care of. And so I'm grabbing, so we can glue this down, some cardstock, maybe layer a little bit, or let's see, I'm still thinking about this. So, because I said I really didn't want to use cardstock, that's going to make it super thick, right? So I could layer with another one of these book, end papers. So I could take it and cut around this. See, because I want to use this. Say I want to use this one. This one is a similar color, and it would look good with this. Let's just try it. We're going to make this a little frame. We're going to make this into a little frame around the picture. And try to get even kind of size, frame around the picture. And then it won't be, this is the same color as the book page. And so that doesn't, it's okay, but this would be prettier, I believe. I think you'll agree with me. So let's just see how it comes out. Alrighty. Yeah, I think this is going to be really nice. It already looks, look how that looks right there. Very pretty. It looks like a framed picture. So I have a couple book pages in here, over here, that I decided not to use. That I didn't, want to have in my journals. So I'm using them to glue on tonight. So they're over here to my side. I'm going to use, since it's paper on paper, my craft bond works fine. It's very trustworthy and it holds on. It's a permanent non-washable, not necessarily non-washable, but it doesn't say washable on it. So that means it's permanent, as far as I have learned. So let's see, we're gluing this on here. Try to get it in the middle. And I have my little, I don't think this is really necessary, but I will go ahead and do it so I can make sure this has got a good hold on here. And so we were going to glue this on here now, so I can use this pretty side and leave it like that, and then have something pretty over here too. And then this could be written on, and this will have a pretty decoration over here. I like that. So again, paper on paper, so more craft bond. Let's see how it comes out. It's just really the goal is just to use these, you know what I mean? You don't have to get super fancy or you know, anything like that. Just make them pretty and use them, you know. So they've been sitting in my closet for a while now, and so, you know, I want to use them. Let me get this in the middle. This is the right page, yes, it's upright. Get it in the middle, pretty much. Okay, so let's get our little credit card. Now, that's what it looks like. I think it's pretty, and it will be really pretty in a journal. It'll be pretty in a journal. So I like that. Yes, much better than just putting it on the plain paper. So that goes back ready to use. So let's see what else I have here. Here's all my, I have 1, 2, this is double-sided. 1, 2, single-sided, 1 double-sided. And then I have, oh, here's another single-sided. Okay, cool. So as I go through the rest, these are the rest of my like Reader's Digest type pages. These are pages I'm going to cut down, possibly, I don't know. These are ready to go. These can be put in a journal. These are ready to go unless I need to cut them down. So these are all like from different books. This is from one beautiful vintage book, a gardening type book with poems in it. And then this is from another children's book. So they're all fine. And then this is from the William Shakespeare journal that I took apart and made into a junk journal. So these all have nice William Shakespeare quotes and things and lines, and then nice pictures here. Here's some pictures too. William Shakespeare, some of the pictures might not be like something I would want in my journal. This one looks, you know, I mean, it's not anything, I don't know, what are they doing? They're, you know, at a tavern or something there. Most of them are okay. So again, if there's something I wanted to cover up, I could cover it up and still use the other side. So just, I mean, this is okay. They're not doing anything wrong here. So they're just in a tavern drinking. So it's probably celebrating a victory or something. I'm just reading what it says. So, you know William Shakespeare, I'm sure. So those I consider ready to go unless I need to cut them down. These are ready to go. And I was going to go ahead and cut them down, but I don't know if I'm using them. See, I'm getting things ready for these journals right here that I'm working on. 7 of these. So I'm kind of cutting things to fit in there, but I don't know if I'm going to be using all these. So they're ready, and all I have to do is cut them down. So let me put them back here for right now. And let's concentrate on these. So this one's pretty on both sides. It's already got even sides here, you know, on both sides. This, I don't see any bad words, so let me see. Okay, yeah, this one I like. This one's a cute little, I think it's a cute little story. So as long as I feel like this is strong enough, I'm going to leave this as is. Oh yeah, this one too. This is just this page, and then this is about the author of this story. So I think that's fine. I'm going to consider those ready to go. This one, I'm just kind of scanning and for bad words, and I think this one's probably okay. But I could cut this to fit on one of these pages too. So that one we might cut. This one, I wasn't sure. There's a lot of words here. And all I really wanted it for was the little picture of this boat or a ship, whatever that is. So I'm going to cut that little picture of the boat out. Don't know, you know, sometimes I don't know what journal I'm going to use them in, but at least I don't have this book page sitting here anymore in my closet. And all I have is this little picture to keep track of now, which I will put with my little ephemera that I have out. Look, I mean, that could be a postage stamp. Isn't that cute? See? You cut it out and it takes on a whole new meaning. I love it now. It's a little postage stamp. Cool. Okay, I'm going to put that. I have some little, I'm going to put it with, see, I have this little flower. I have this little boat postage stamp now. I have my little coffee cup. So I'm going to have like some little desk ephemera there that I can have it at the ready to decorate something. So this is what I just cut out. I'm not going to keep that because I don't know about the words there. This is another one that I can cut out. Beautiful picture here. You know, so I'm going to put that over there. This one, oh, another beautiful picture. This one is, let's see. I like this. This is fine. And then this is fine too. The sides are even. The words look decent. Yes, I think this is fine. So this was a keeper. This one, all it has is this little picture right here. So I've been cutting, this is the kind of pictures I've been cutting out to put on the cardstock. Little pictures like this. So I will just cut evenly. You know, even though I cut off a little piece of the picture, it's all right. It'll be all right. You can cut off a little piece of the picture. See, and you will never know it was there. It won't be missed. And then this is too much here, too much white space or blank space. So I'm going to cut that off. And we have this little piece to work with here. So this will be put on cardstock. This is people eating pizza, which is fine. It looks like an old-fashioned kind of picture with black and white. So I'm going to keep this. This might be one we cut out. Cut out. I'm going to put out all the big cutouts to the side there. Now, I don't know why I kept this. What is that, a camera? Or I'm not sure what that is. It's just one little picture here. Let's see what this, I'm not sure what this is. Since I don't know what it is, maybe I won't keep this page. I'm not necessarily throwing it away. I'm going to put it with my naturally aged. See how pretty this is, the naturally aging on here. This is going to go with my naturally aged. And then, oh, another picture that I can cut out. Cool. That's, oh, another date. This is another David Copperfield too. So I really love these. This one, David Copperfield. I don't know. We'll see if we keep that on there. Oh, and I like it when it has, let's see, no, I don't need to keep those words. One of these has cool words on the bottom. Oh, it says, like the name of the picture is, it says The Emigrants. And it starts with an E instead of an I, so I thought that was neat, but this is not really a title there, so I'm not keeping that. And then I'm cutting off the blank space here on the sides too. So that'll be another one we put on cardstock. So another page down. So exciting to use up my book pages. Here's another beautiful brown or sepia colored. This is more of the name, Steerforth and Mr. Mel, telling who these people are. So I'm going to try to keep those words. I like it when it's more of a title than just, you know, something that you don't really need on the bottom. So cool. another one for cardstock, and another page down. Let's see. Oh, that one's kind of thick. It almost feels like, is it 2 pages? Oh, it is. Okay. Well, we cut off the top. Did we cut off the top of that one? Oh, this we can still use. Okay. Let me see. Let me see if we want to keep this one. This is it's so small you can hardly see what it is, though. I don't know. I'm going to cut it out just in case. I don't want to waste it, you know what I mean? If it's a nice picture, maybe when I cut it out, it will be something that looks beautiful. So let's see. It's a woman, like, she almost, I don't want to say what she is because I don't know what she is. She has a long cap on, though, with a long tail. And she's standing in front of, I don't know what, it looks like a tree, talking to a little boy, and maybe she's in the garden. There's a rake, and there's a watering can, I think. So, yeah, that's cute. Okay. We can keep that. It's a keeper. Okay, what do we have left? So, this is a picture of a dog, a nice picture of a dog. And who doesn't love doggies, right? So, let's cut him out. Little doggy, sweet little doggy looking at the sunset. Whoops. So cute. We have a piece of white on the bottom I need to cut off here. There we go, that's better. Okay. That's extra. We don't need. Here's the cool one. Marie Curie, Madame Curie possibly. Oh yeah, here it is, Madame Curie, okay. On a bicycling holiday in the French countryside. So cool. That's a definite keeper. Very old-fashioned looking photograph. Black and white. It can possibly go on the black cardstock. And we'll keep the title underneath so we know who they are. Or remember who they are. We don't need the page number though. It'll make the picture too long. So isn't that cool? And it'll even look cooler on black and white cardstock. So more book pages used. One more left. Okay, we don't need it. It says somebody turns up. See, that's not a title. I mean, it maybe is a title, but it's not a title that I need to keep. So not really a cool, not a cool title. Not a cool title at all. Okay. This is so fun. Hope you're enjoying it. Maybe you're doing your book pages with me. So cool. Okay, so that is, we did it. Okay, we did those. Now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 that we put over here. But we only have 3 pages to glue on. Plus, we might use one as, well, this is double-sided. Let's just tackle this one first. What looks good on the yellow? This has writing on it, but I don't know once we cut these out. This has some yellow in the background. That would look pretty on there. Let's see what else. Anything else have yellow? Not really. This has green, possibly green. No, this one will look better on here. It has a golden color, yellow color there in the background. So let's cut this out. Well, let me see. Yeah, let's cut this out. We won't need a frame on this one because it's going on yellow, not on just plain kind of aged book page color. So, and I want the yellow to frame it. So we're going to just leave a little bit of book page around this. Try to get it even there. There we go. Isn't that nice? Get rid of this. Okay. And so it'll look, we'll glue it down here. And it will be in the middle of this page. Very pretty. Okay, so let me get my glue space here. And That's where we're gluing. There's our card ready to spread, flatten. Number one tool tonight. An old, an old Michael's gift card. Oh, guess what? Let's get this even. Guess what? Goodwill is open. Here in my town where I live. I was driving home last night, and before I left work, I must have given myself good luck, because I said to myself, you know, because I drive by it every day on my way home. It's just on my way home. It's on the road on the way home. So I look over there, and every day it's been not open. It just open for donations. So I knew when I saw cars in the parking lot that it would be open, and that I was just going to go in. So yesterday when I left work, I said, if I see, because Salvation Army is open, so I thought, I knew it was going to be opening soon, of course. That is pretty, isn't it? I love it. Okay, so that's another one done. So when I left work, I said to myself, if Goodwill, if there's cars in the parking lot, I'm going in. So let's see, should we put these together? I think we should. Okay, I want to keep this nameplate here. Isn't that cool? So we're going to glue something on this and use this as a frame and put it on here. So sure enough, oh, this has a burgundy frame. That would be pretty on there. Let's see, these, make sure. This would look pretty on there too. But this has a frame on it that I could use, a colored frame. Let's save that for something else. Okay, one of these two. She has like a burgundy almost little shawl. Oh, that's it. She's a nun, so her little cape there. I think this one looks prettier in here. So sure enough, when I drove by, there were cars in the parking lot, and I did turn into it right away. I turned into Goodwill and went in, and I was ready because they've been closed for probably 6 weeks now, and they've been taking in donations for 6 weeks. So I was expecting great things. I really was expecting great treasures, but I was very disappointed that there was no great treasures in there. I did buy 2 things, which I'll show you on my thrifty video next week on Tuesday, but I was very disappointed that they didn't have marvelous treasures in there after being closed and taking in donations for 6 weeks. They had a lot of shoes, I noticed. They must have got a lot of shoes because the shoes were packed. But I wasn't looking for shoes, so I was very disappointed. So maybe they got all clothes and shoes during this time. I don't know, but I think the kind of things I wanted I did not find. Okay, that looks so pretty. Let's glue that down. Let's see what time we're at. Oh, we're not even too bad. I need to finish up, but not too bad. So yeah, I went in and I was just disappointed, but I bought two very inexpensive things. And then that was last night. So I said, okay, well, Goodwill's open. So I knew the Salvation was probably open in where I work, which is in another town, but I hadn't been in there. I figured I wouldn't go in there until I went to Goodwill at the same time because they were very close to each other. So again, I did go to see if Goodwill was open today, but I went to the Salvation Army first. Again, expecting great treasure. Now, here my little local Goodwill, which is, you know, a little teeny tiny town here. I found wonderful treasures in my local Salvation Army. But I went to the big town where I work, into their Salvation Army, and again, very disappointing. Didn't buy anything. I didn't find any treasures. And then I went to Goodwill, again, very disappointed, no treasures. So there we go, that one's beautiful. And I was going to glue this. Oh, we're not done with this. Okay, sorry, I'm talking. We're going to glue this on here now. I think I will just glue this down and then trim whatever is showing that, you know, like this right here. So let's glue this down straight away. So then I went over to the Goodwill outlet store, and they wouldn't let me in without a mask and gloves, which my Goodwill here, I mean, Salvation Army Goodwill, you don't have to wear a mask and gloves. You can just go in and stay 6 feet apart from everybody, right? So that Goodwill outlet in the big town where I work, so tomorrow I might go back and bring gloves and my mask. I just didn't know they were going to, I haven't been anywhere that, I mean, I haven't gone that many places because I've been, you know, behaving and not going anywhere. So, I haven't really had to have them with me. But I do want to go in there, so I'm going to go take my gloves and my mask tomorrow and go back to the outlet, Goodwill outlet. But right next door to the Goodwill outlet is the regular Goodwill. And they're connected, right? They have a door in between, which is closed, but still they're connected. So I went out of the Goodwill outlet right into the store, and no problem. You didn't have to wear my face mask or gloves. So I mean, I know maybe there's more germs in the outlet because, you know, the bins and everything, but I was like, oh, really? Okay. Kind of strange, but whatever. I'll follow the rules. No problem. But I'll come back tomorrow with my mask and gloves and go in the other side. So I thought that was kind of funny to be able to go in one side but not the other. Now, they would sell you a mask, but, you know, if you know the prices in the Goodwill outlet, the paying for a mask, I mean, if you didn't buy anything, if I went in there and paid for a mask and gloves just to go shopping in there, I would be very disappointed if I didn't find anything. So I was like, no, I think I'll come back tomorrow with my own stuff. I'm not going to buy okay, I think that I'm going to leave it like that. I don't want to cut any more off of here. So I think that's pretty. Now we've used, and I need another little strip off of here, but we've used 2 of those pages, the end pages here, plus another pretty picture. And now it's still a flexible, you know, non-cardstock page, like a papery page, and it's got a pretty picture on one side and this little writing spot, and then you can actually decorate or write on here too if you wanted to, or add some more writing space as far as copyright paper or something. So, okay, I've got one more here. Let's go ahead and see. Now this one has color on it, so let me see. This side we're going to leave, and this has a blue border around it, or a gray border. This has, see, I think that would be too plain. Oh, you know what? This one might be clear. Well, I'm trying to not use this one on here, but I really should just use this one because this one already has color around it, and I don't have any more paper right here to use as a frame anyway. So, and this just fits on here like perfectly, so pretty much. So let's glue this down. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with this picture. These people are getting on a train here. So this is the train station with a little bit of a crowd with those 2 people in the front saying goodbye or something. So very cool. So let me get some glue on my edges and all over this, and then we'll be done. I'll do the other ones that I'm putting on cardstock. I'll do those off camera. But this is just a little kind of craft with me and ideas of what I'm doing with some of my book pages. Just kind of doing my own thing here. Having some fun. So There we go. That was quick and easy, right? So that fit on there like perfectly. Like maybe they were together before this, because there's a little bit of a strip right there and something right here, but I think I'm going to leave this and cut this off right here. Just a nice straight line, a very thin little strip here. And then I have an even straighter line there, so that one's ready to go. Didn't that work out well? Okay, so these are all I have left, and I'll scan these words here and make sure these are okay. I'll even up this edge. See, this I would just even up here if the words are okay. I'll scan the words first and then make sure. And if they're not okay, I'll put this onto something. I have some more of these here. I have some more of this journal, these journal pages right here. I can put this on the back of these, or I would put it here. Or you know, I'll do something like that. I'm not saying I'm going to do that, but I'll do something like that if I don't like the words. Otherwise, these can be pages on their own if the words are okay. All right, that's it for today. Hope you enjoyed a little fun there, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching, and happy crafting.